Hi, good afternoon. That was great. That was a very warm introduction for Gaye, and thank you. And you know, you come in here on a rainy day and you see sunshine. And even though it's pretty cloudy and dreary outside, you come inside here, and Gaye, this is the sunshine and the warmth and the smiles of your friends and your neighbors and your colleagues. And as somebody who's been through a campaign like Gaye is embarking upon, once upon a time I did that, I know how important that is, because there are days that are kind of dreary, and you really need the support of your friends. And when you have a good day, they share it with you, and you have a bad day, they can lift you back up so you go out the next day. So, you know, we're ready. Vermont is ready for a new governor, and Gaye, you're the one who's going to be the next Vermont governor. It's really fitting for Gaye to be concluding her tour around the state, introducing herself to Vermonters and her campaign to Vermonters, but to be concluding it here in Jericho, where it all began. And you folks have known her, many of you, a lot longer than I've known Gaye. But her political story is pretty well known to you. The fact that she was a concerned parent, a concerned citizen, who saw something wrong. It was the way we funded education. And she said, I'm going to take on the responsibility to try to do something about this. So she went around the 3 towns in the district, and she knocked on every door, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, whatever it takes, registered new voters, which is what we have to do. And she made her case. And the voters here said, we want you in Montpelier representing us. And Gaye said, we're going to do something about how we fund education in the state of Vermont. And she took that feeling about what's going on with our kids, and she took it to Montpelier. And she listened, and she learned, and she studied. She worked hard. She had a vision. She had a vision of where Vermont needs to go. And she had the courage to work on it through the ups and downs of the legislative process to get there. She became a leader. And she was successful. And Vermont kids are a whole lot better for the work that Gaye did in those early days. I worked with Gaye then, and I was proud to be part of that effort. And I've worked with her on legislative matters and campaign matters a lot since then. And what I've seen Gaye do repeatedly and consistency is establish that vision, have the courage to promote that vision, and to show the leadership to try to get to that vision. And she's going to fit in very, very nicely with a succession of Vermont governors who've had the courage of leadership. And I use that word courage a lot because leadership takes courage to go out there and say, I'm going to do something, I'm going to make a change. And Gaye's got that kind of courage. Whether it was Phil Hoff, who brought Vermont into the 21st century and really transformed government and how it related to people. And there are a lot of us in this room who are old enough to remember Phil Hoff, and the rest of you, you should learn more about Phil Hoff because Gaye is in that mold. But Dean Davis, a Republican, who said Vermont's a special place, and we're going to keep it that way. And Act 250 and other environmental legislation. Madeline Kunin, who really focused on issues like children, cleaning up the environment, stopping polluters, working on education, working on healthcare. Howard Dean, the same sort of thing. We're going to conserve what's very special about Vermont. We're going to work hard, we're going to get healthcare for more Vermonters, especially our kids. That's the style of leadership Vermonters expect, and that's what they have not been getting in the last 6 years, and that's the style of leadership that Gaye Symington is going to bring to Montpelier for all of us in Vermont to get something done and to move Vermont forward. She says sometimes that we're stuck in neutral. I'm going to take it another step back, and I'm going to say I think we're in reverse on a lot of things. We've lost a lot of high-paying jobs. We haven't made any progress on our roads and our bridges. Heard about another bridge on Route 2 closed yesterday or today. We haven't gotten broadband access around the state. There are a lot of things that Vermonters need and expect, and we simply have not been getting the leadership from Jim Douglas. What we've seen is a permanent campaign. What we've seen is nice-sounding political rhetoric. What we've seen is him showing up in our towns to shake our hands and to say nice things to us. But in Montpelier, where it really counts and where the work is done, he's on the sidelines. He's saying to those of us like Gaye and Senate leadership and the other House leadership, why things can't be done. He's established a very negative tone. He's told Vermonters that this is not a good place to live. He's told businesses that this is not a good place to do business. He's established a negative tone. And what we need is a governor who's going to work with our spirit of Vermont hopefulness, our spirit of Vermont optimism, our can-do spirit, not our can't-do spirit, and shift us out of reverse, go right through neutral, and go all the way into drive and overdrive, because we need to move Vermont forward. And Gaye, you're the one who can see a problem and not just look for somebody to blame. Gaye, you're the one who can see a problem, see a challenge, and an opportunity to make Vermont a better place. So we need Gaye. She's got the vision. She's got the determination. Those of us who know her know she's a determined person. She's got the leadership, and she's